Good morning, everybody. I need to apologize that I forgot about day 6 of the 12 Days of Fascia. I was in a breathwork training. So we are going to combine day 6 and 7 today. We are going to release your hips and your glutes. This will help with any stickiness in the hips, lack of mobility there, any restriction in the glute. And if you have difficulty activating the glutes, this will help. It's also really good for the lower back. So if you sit a lot for work, if you're getting on planes a lot, holiday travel, long drives, these are for you. Okay, so we're going to use the Man at Work minis today, or not minis, sorry, mediums. And what we're going to do, and if you have tight shoulders, you might want to have your manosphere handy. Okay, we're going to start. Here's my waistline. Here's the top of my pelvis. I'm going to come down just a little bit, mid-pelvis, and I'm going to lie on my side. That bottom leg is going to be really straight right underneath me. This foot's on the floor. It's going to serve as my paddle. You can have it in front or in back. It's ever more comfortable for you. And if your shoulder gets tired, what you can do is just kind of place that inflatable ball here. If you don't have one, you can also use a pillow. It'll just take some of the pressure off of the shoulder. So what we're going to do is take a moment to slowly roll forward towards that front orb, and then slowly roll back towards the back orb. And you're just trying to find what zone feels a little tighter for you. Maybe it's right in the center. So you can hang out there as long as you like. Every time you exhale, remember to try to let go. You might notice you're gripping into that hip or glute. See if you can soften it a little bit. And then you're going to use that paddle foot to push you up towards your head so the orbs roll down just a little bit. Good. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, slowly roll forward towards that front orb. And slowly rolling back. Good. And bring it back. And we're going to push a little more. Good. So tennis players, skiers, this is an area that tends to get tight. If you have a weak glute med, which is a big stabilizer in our hip and in forward and lateral movement, then what'll happen is your IT band will take on that role, and it's not designed to, so it gets a little angry. So a little hip abduction work after you release this is always a good idea. Good, and you're gonna roll a little bit more. I've had some of you ask about various exercises to strengthen things, and I'm going to direct you to our website, manapilates.com. We have all sorts of on-demand classes there. We do have our fascia library, which is a big portion of what you see in our YouTube channel. We also have Pilates mat work, and we use props, bands, weights, all those good things. That can be really beneficial to help support you and stabilize your body. Good. So another thing you can do is you can inhale, lift that bottom leg up, a little pin and mobilize. And thank you for all the hearts being sent to me right now. Good. And we're just going to go down about mid-thigh. Yeah. If you wanted to, you can slowly roll your way back up as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, not in the waist, just near the top of the pelvis. You want your bottom leg really straight, and then paddle foot either in front or behind. And again, if your shoulder is fatiguing, just place that inflatable ball here so you can rest a little bit. And take a moment to just sink into the orb. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, can you relax the muscles? Can you relax the tissues around the hip and glute just a little more? Sometimes we don't even notice that we're gripping and bracing. Okay, let's roll those orbs down by pushing ourselves that way just a little. And you can roll forward towards that front orb a little bit. Good. Truly, all the hearts make me so happy. Thank you. And roll them back towards that back orb. Now, on this side, I'm a bit tighter on that posterior line, so I'm going to stay here as I roll the orbs down just a little bit. Good. Again, you can always inhale, lift that leg up, just applying a little more pressure, and then exhale, lower it down. Good. And then we're going to use that foot and roll those orbs down just a little bit more. And again, you can explore, roll forward a little bit and roll back a little bit. Good. And let's go a little further, nice and slow. If this is way too intense for you, you can also do this standing against the wall. So it'd be less pressure having your body against the wall. Obviously, you'll just kind of bend and straighten your knees to move that. Good. And we're going to roll those down a little more. Good. Again, you always feel free to drop any questions you have into the chat. I'm happy to answer those. Good. Okay. I want you to take a moment and just stand up. We should have done this test beforehand, but we'll just do that now. So you're going to see my mom's visiting, just crawl across the floor in the other room, take a little squat, and just shift a little side to side. Way less sticky. So this is a good test to do before you go into that work, and then just test it so you can see how significant the difference is. Okay, so next we're going to go into the glutes. Still with our glute means, I like to use, excuse me, getting over a cold. I like to use the two orbs in their net bag, the mediums. You can absolutely try this with the minis. You can absolutely try it with the max as well. You can also just take one of the orbs out and do it that way. But I've been enjoying two mediums in the net bag, so that's where we're going to start. Now, basically, you get a little booty shot now. We're going to come right kind of at the side of the hip, and what we'll be doing is rolling those balls, those orbs, across your glute towards your tailbone. Don't worry, everyone is always wondering if they're on the right spot. Anywhere on that glute you can be. So some people want to take it a little higher, some a little lower. We're already going to start on the side of the hip, and we're going to work our way all the way in. So again, we're just trying to find where it's sticky and hang out there. So let's do a little test before we do this. Go ahead and lie down. And let's all start with our left. So let your left knee just open to the side. Bring some awareness to how that hip is currently feeling. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place those kind of at the side of my glutes. So you can see my pelvis is rotating this way a little bit. Both knees are bent. The side that the orbs are on, that knee is falling. You don't want to arch your back like this at all. If anything, you want to be in a little bit of a tuck because that's going to put a little more pressure into those orbs, okay? Now, let's take a moment. Inhale. And on the exhale, can you melt those muscles? Imagining those orbs just kind of sinking into the tissue. You want it to go deeper and deeper. There are so many layers here, okay? Now, you're going to use your feet and we're going to roll those orbs in towards the tail just a little bit, okay? Again, you're trying to find those spicy spots. If you are not feeling anything here, you can take them up or down a little bit. You can also try just using one of those orbs. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to inhale, squeeze that left glute, contract it and hold that. And then exhale, let it go. Let the tissue soften, right? So if you're having a hard time releasing, that's a good option for you. I'm going to roll it in just a little more, getting on a spicy zone. Another thing you can do when you hit a spot is you can inhale, march that leg up a little. And slowly lower it down, letting your muscles melt over those orbs more and more as you go. Excellent. And we'll roll them in just a little more, tucking that pelvis. And I would encourage you to try this with one orb as well. Again, I think medium works best for the one, but I have some people that like to use the small and some people like to use the max. So play around. I like to jump around. Good. Take one more inhale, squeeze in that glute. And exhale, let it go, let it soften. Good. And now we're going to take that out. And I want that left knee to fall open again. Feel how much looser it feels in the hip? Okay, let's try the other side, the right. Feels a little more restricted, right? So let's go ahead and try the other side. Okay. Oh, hearts. Thank you. Okay. Do we have any questions? Oh, good morning, Kristen. All right, so we're going to take these over to the side. This is a great way to start your day, right? Show your body how grateful you are for it showing up for you every day. Okay, so we're here on the side, and we're going to roll those in just a little bit. Good. That's it. The great thing about these orbs is they travel so easy. All of my clients never leave home without them. They keep them in their office. They keep them in their purse. They pack them in their suitcase. Again, if you've just finished a long drive or a plane ride especially, this gets so tight and it starts tugging on your low back, tugging on your hips. The glutes can't activate. You can't support your back. This is what you want to do. You're going to roll them in just a little more. You're going to inhale, squeeze that glute for a moment. And exhale, let it soften. Good. And then inhale, let's try to march that leg up. Hold that. You'll feel a little extra pressure on the orbs. Good. And then let it melt, 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 melt. And good. And roll them in a little more. Remember not to arch, but to give yourself a little tuck so we drop a little more pressure there. Good. And let's roll them in a little more. Inhale, give them a little squeeze. Exhale, release, release, release. See if you can relax and soften those muscles just a little more. Good. Good. So let's test that again. Let that right knee open. That stickiness is gone. So this is one that you can really spend a lot of time doing. So if you are watching your favorite program at the end of the day, just put a mat down, grab your orbs, and take some time. Again, there's so many layers of fascia, of muscles in there, and so much restriction, tugging and pulling, affecting how we move through the world, how we activate through the world. So spend some time with it. You're welcome. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 8.